Amazon founder Jeff Bezos says the National Enquirer's parent company is threatening to release his private photos unless he stops criticizing the publication. Bezos detailed a blackmail attempt and published threats from American Media Inc. in an inflammatory online post yesterday. Bezos, who owns the Washington Post, launched an investigation into AMI's last month after the Enquirer published details of his alleged affair. So CBS News digital reporter Kate Smith has been following the story and joins us now. Kate, as they say, there's levels to this.
There are. This is a wild story.
It really is. And it all sort of starts when the National Enquirer printed information about Jeff Bezos having an affair. And then how did Bezos respond at the time to those reports?
So he apparently, as we learned yesterday, he launched an investigation because there was this Twitter post with him and Mackenzie. They're announcing a divorce. And it was within hours that National Enquirer has this very salacious article about his affair with another news anchor, and it's within hours that happens. So he launches an investigation to find out how on earth did they find, and they detailed photographs, text messages,
yeah.
Things that it was questionable why they had them.
Yeah, that was his, and when you do that to the richest man on the planet, he has the resources to hire private investigators to out-investigate you almost, or whatever. Over-investigate, whatever. And Bezos' argument is that this wasn't just about a salacious story. He's accusing the publication of being politically motivated, working on behalf of people who dislike Jeff Bezos.
Exactly. So he, in the letter that he wrote yesterday, he used the word complexifier for his owning of, that's not a real word,
right?
But for his owning of the Washington Post. And it does make things so complex for someone like Jeff Bezos. He's this billionaire. At times he's the richest person on the planet. And so when his paper is, writing about the Trump administration, people have seen that as, it's Jeff Bezos doing that. I mean, we see Trump tweeting about that all the time.
Right.
So his accusation to the National Enquirer was that their investigation into him, finding those text messages, finding those photos, that was politically motivated as a way to, blackmail him and to stop covering this in his paper.
Right, because the CEO of the parent company of the National Enquirer is a very good friend of President Trump, or has been in the past anyways.
Yes, and we're learning all about that as more, as you said, layers of this come out.
Yeah.
We learned that ahead of a big media blitz for the Saudi Crown Prince, the National Enquirer puts out this 100-page just PR pitch,
glossy magazine about how great Saudi Arabia is to visit.
Exactly. Yeah. Days before a media blitz, and in fact showed that article and showed that entire magazine to the Saudi embassy prior to its publication. You are seeing kind of them pushing back on the Khashoggi investigations. Right. And all of this kind of stems back to what people say is an attempt to kind of curry favor between the president and the Saudi Arabia kingdom.
Right. So what I think is remarkable about the story and the post from Jeff Bezos is he's posting emails and letters that he's getting from American Media Inc. These threats, essentially, of blackmail, are written down. So he's able to post the evidence in detail, and they're very graphic, saying what the pictures are that they have, and they're very intimate pictures. They detail exactly what they look like and what they're going to publish. What's the offer that AMI is making to Bezos, particularly after they already published a bunch of his private text messages?
Of course. So they said that publicly tell us in a mutually agreed upon newspaper, which I thought was funny, publicly tell the world that you have no reason to believe that our reporting, our being National Enquirer's reporting, is politically motivated. If you do that, we won't publish these photos that we have of you. And they detail out what these photos are. And it's a clear-cut textbook example of blackmail.
Exactly, and what makes it even more complicated, another complexifier, if you will, is that AMI has been cooperating with various investigations into the Trump administration, right?
Yes.
They've hammered out a deal. Presumably, the deal is contingent on them, maybe not blackmailing someone or doing anything else that could be seen, illegal.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, AMI got in trouble already for paying off the porn star right ahead of the presidential election in 2016. I think it was like $150,000 to basically kill her story. And so, just as you said, DOJ investigators kind of traded them for immunity to cooperate with the investigation. Right. So it seems clear that this is not the first time they've tried this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you a flow chart or something in the future, or you can just check out all of Kate's reporting. Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you.
So for more on the controversy between Jeff Bezos and American Media Inc., you can check out Kate's article on CBSNews.com.